All right, let's dive in. We're tackling focus today, and it's something we all struggle with.
Oh, absolutely.
You sent us this YouTube video, Embrace Zen, Focus Amidst Chaos Techniques, from the Inner Balance Red Print channel.
Yeah.
And it seems like you're really looking for practical ways to stay focused, especially with, as you mentioned, all those deadlines coming up.
Exactly. And what I think is really cool about this video, it's not about like forcing yourself to focus, you
Yeah,
know?
right.
It's more about setting up your environment, your mind, and your physical space to actually make it easier.
That's interesting. I always thought of focus as this really intense thing,
Oh, yeah.
like almost grinding your teeth and just forcing yourself.
I know, right?
But this sounds more like dare I say, a Zen approach.
Exactly. That's a perfect way to put it. And you know where they start? Mindfulness.
Okay, mindfulness.
Yeah, the video says it's like the foundation.
See, that's a word I hear a lot, but I'm not sure I really get it.
Right.
Is it just like being aware of what's around you?
Yeah. It's more than that, I think. The way they explain it in the video is it's like noticing your thoughts and your feelings, but without judging them.
Okay.
So say you're stressed about a presentation.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of letting that anxiety, take over, mindfulness is about just acknowledging it's there, but not letting it control you.
So it's like creating some space between you and your reaction.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm starting to get it. So it's not about getting rid of stress. It's more about changing how you react to it.
Precisely. And then, get this, they connect this mental clarity to something you might not expect.
Okay, what's that?
Decluttering your physical space.
Wait, so you're saying a messy desk equals a methy mind?
Well, kind of. The video says all that visual clutter can actually make you more stressed.
Oh, that makes sense. I do work better when my desk is clean.
Right. It's like your brain can relax when then things are organized.
Yeah, it's like it can finally exhale.
Exactly.
But then there's the digital clutter too, right?
Oh, don't even get me started.
All those notifications.
Emails popping up constantly.
It's never ending.
And the video says we often mix up what's urgent with what's important.
Oh, that's so true.
Yeah, and we end up just reacting to everything.
Yeah.
So they talk about things like turning off notifications.
Okay.
And having a dedicated workspace.
Like that. It's like setting boundaries, but for your attention.
Exactly. And then they bring in something I wasn't expecting at all.
What's that?
Gratitude.
Gratitude. What does being thankful have to do with focus?
It's all about your mindset, right?
Okay.
If you're focused on what you don't have,
Mm-hmm.
it creates stress.
Yeah.
But when you focus on what you're grateful for,
Even small things.
yeah, it changes things. Creates a sense of abundance.
Okay, so instead of stressing about my to-do list, I should appreciate, I don't know, my cup of coffee.
Exactly. Just shifting your focus to the positive, it can really make a difference in how you feel and how well you can concentrate.
Interesting.
And you know what else they talk about? Meditation.
Ooh, meditation. I've always
Yeah.
thought that was a little too,
Woo.
yeah, a little woo-woo for me.
I get it, but the video presents it in a really practical way.
Okay.
Like, it's not some mystical thing. It's more like a mental training tool.
Yeah, right.
And even just a few minutes a day can help with stress and paying attention and, even managing your emotions better.
So it's like building mental muscle. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
But what about those times when you need to focus? Like right now, is there something for that?
Yes. They talk about this breathing technique. It's called the 4-7-8 technique.
Okay, the 4-7-8. What is that?
So you breathe in for a count of 4, hold it for 7, and breathe out for 8.
That's it. That seems almost too simple.
It is simple, but it works. It's like a hack for your nervous system.
Okay.
By controlling your breath, you're actually activating the part of your nervous system that calms you down.
Wow. Okay, so there's actually science behind it.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
not just some random breathing exercise.
I like that.
But they also talk about how important it is to have a solid foundation, not just these individual techniques.
Okay, what does that mean? A solid foundation.
So it's 2 things. Your relationships and your goals.
Really? I wouldn't have thought those would be connected to focus.
Think about it. Good relationships give you support, make you feel like you belong.
Mm-hmm.
And that helps with stress, right?
Yeah.
And then clear goals, they're like your compass.
Oh, okay.
They help you prioritize and stay on track.
So it's like all these different things working together to create a more focused...
Precisely.
I like it. So what else is there?
Okay, get ready for this one. They actually suggest taking breaks.
Breaks. Wait, really? I
Yeah.
feel like I should be working all the time to get things done.
I know, right? Seems counterintuitive.
Yeah.
But they say if you push yourself too hard, you actually focus worse.
Hmm. Huh?
Short breaks let your mind rest and recharge.
It's like a mini vacation for your brain.
Exactly.
I like the sound of that.
And then for those times when you're feeling stuck or unmotivated, they
Yes.
suggest physical activity.
Exercise. I thought we were talking about focus, not getting sweaty.
I know, but hear me out.
Okay.
Exercise is good for your brain too.
Really?
Yeah, it gets the blood flowing, releases those feel-good chemicals,
Whoa.
and all that can help you think better.
I do feel more clear-headed after good workout, I'll admit.
Right. And if you can do it in nature, even better.
Oh, being in nature definitely makes me feel better.
It's calming, it reduces mental fatigue, helps you pay attention better, all those good things.
So instead of staring at a screen all day, I should be taking a walk in the park.
Exactly. And you know what else they talk about? The power of music.
I knew it. I always listen to music while I work, but I just thought it was like background noise, you know?
Well, according to this video, certain types of music can actually help you focus better.
Really? Like how?
It can calm your mind, reduce stress,
Okay.
and even boost your brain power.
Wait, music can make me smarter.
Well, maybe not smarter, but it can definitely help you think better.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more about this.
So they talk about how genres like classical, especially Baroque music,
Okay.
can help with problem solving and critical thinking.
Fascinating.
And then nature sounds like ocean waves or rain, they can block out distractions.
Oh yeah, I love nature sounds.
And create a more peaceful environment for your mind.
I do feel more relaxed when I listen to those.
Right. And they also mention ambient music.
Ambient music.
It's that kind of music that's often used for meditation.
Okay.
It has those long, drawn-out sounds, very subtle melodies.
I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, it creates a sense of space and focus.
Interesting. So it's like the music is designed to fade into the background, but still support your focus.
Exactly. And the best part is you can find all these types of music online, tons of playlists and streaming channels.
That's amazing. It's like having a sonic toolbox for focus.
Exactly. They encourage you to experiment, find what works for you.
Okay, yeah, because some people like lyrics while they work, others find it distracting.
Right. It's all about what resonates with you.
It's like finding the right pair of shoes.
Right.
What works for one person might not work for another.
That's a great way to put it.
So what else is in this video? What other wisdom awaits?
Okay, this one might seem super basic, but it's really important.
Okay, hit me.
Staying hydrated and eating healthy.
You're telling me drinking water can actually help me focus?
Seriously, when you're dehydrated, you get tired, you can't think straight.
Okay.
And eating healthy foods gives your brain the nutrients it needs.
So all those times I was reaching for more coffee, maybe I should have been drinking water instead.
Maybe so.
I'm sensing a theme here. Taking care of your basic needs helps you focus better.
Exactly.
What else?
And remember that 4-7-8 breathing technique we talked about?
The one for calming down?
Yeah, that one. They emphasize how powerful it can be for any moment of stress or overwhelm.
Really?
It's like an instant reset for your nervous system.
Okay. Yeah, I can see why they keep coming back to that.
Right. Simple, effective, always available.
I like it. Okay, so what's next?
Okay, now this is where things get really interesting. They introduce the concept of visualizing success.
Visualizing success. That sounds kind of like, positive thinking, but with pictures.
It's more than just positive thinking. It's about actually creating a mental image of yourself achieving your goal.
Okay.
Like a movie in your mind.
So I'm picturing myself, I don't know, finishing that big project and feeling awesome.
Exactly. And you want to use all your senses. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel?
Interesting.
And the idea is, by doing this repeatedly, you're basically training your brain to believe that the goal is possible.
So it's not just daydreaming, it's like actually shaping your beliefs.
Exactly. And then they tackle a myth that a lot of us believe in.
Okay, what's that?
Myth of multitasking.
Ooh, multitasking. I used to think I was a pro at it.
I know, right? But the video says our brains aren't actually designed to focus on multiple things at once.
So it's like trying to juggle too many balls at once. Eventually you're going to drop something.
Exactly. They say focusing on one task at a time is way more effective.
Okay, that makes sense. I do feel scattered when I try to do too many things at once.
Right. And it leads to mistakes and stress.
Yeah, I'm starting to see the light here.
Good. And then there's another challenge a lot of us face.
What's that?
Saying no.
Oh, yeah, saying no is hard.
It is, but it's so important for staying focused.
I agree. I'm all about setting boundaries. But sometimes it feels impossible to say no to everything.
They talk about how saying no is about protecting your time and energy,
Okay,
so you can focus on what really matters.
so it's not about being selfish, it's about being intentional.
Exactly. And finally, they bring it all back around to the importance of daily reflection.
Okay, so it's not enough to just do all these things. I need to be thinking about them too.
Right. They suggest taking a few minutes each day to reflect on what worked, what didn't, how you can improve.
So it's like a feedback loop for your focus journey.
Exactly. You're not just being mindful of your thoughts and actions, you're also being mindful of the techniques themselves.
I like that. Okay, wow, we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
From mindfulness and decluttering to visualizing success and the power of music.
It's a lot to take in.
It is. But it feels like a roadmap for, dealing with all the chaos of modern life.
It really is. And they end the video with this powerful call to action.
What's that?
It's a call to embark on a journey of self-reflection.
Self-reflection.
Yeah, really looking at your thoughts, actions, and goals.
With more clarity and intention.
Exactly. It's like they're saying, hey, this is just the beginning. Now it's your turn to use these tools and create your own path to focus.
It's empowering, in a way.
It is, and it all ties back to that title, Embrace Zen. Focus amidst chaos techniques.
Yeah.
Remember how we were talking about focus being a way of being, not just a set of techniques?
Yeah, I'm starting to see how it all connects to that idea of finding peace amidst all the craziness.
Exactly. And that brings up a question for you.
Okay, shoot.
What does Zen or inner peace mean to you?
Ooh, that's a good one, I think. For me, Zen is finding that quiet space inside,
Yeah.
Even when everything around me feels chaotic,
Mm-hmm.
it's like being able to tap into that calm, centered place, no matter what's going on.
I love that. It really captures the essence of what this video is all about, right? It's not just about being productive. It's about finding a way to be in the world that feels grounded,
Right?
focused, and at peace.
And I'm starting to see how all these different things like decluttering, gratitude,
Yeah.
they can actually help us get there.
As we were talking about all these techniques,
Yeah.
I was thinking about how many of them are like rooted in ancient wisdom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like mindfulness, it's been around for centuries, meditation and stuff.
That's fascinating. So it's not like focus is a new problem. It's just the distractions are different now.
Exactly. We might be dealing with digital overload these days, but the need to focus, to find clarity, that's always been there.
I like that perspective. It's like
Yeah.
we're taking this ancient wisdom and adapting it to the modern world.
Yeah, and speaking of ancient wisdom, the video using that word Zen is really interesting.
It is, yeah.
It's all about mindfulness, peace, clarity, all those qualities that are so important for focusing deeply.
Exactly. So it's not just about getting stuff done. It's also about cultivating those inner
And
qualities.
all these techniques, meditation, gratitude, even decluttering, they're not just about, checking things off your to-do list. They're about changing how you are.
Oh, I like that, yeah.
It's a way of being.
Listening to you talk about Zen and inner peace,
Yeah.
it makes me think about what you said earlier about relationships.
I
How does that fit into this whole focus thing?
That's a great point. When you have strong relationships,
Yeah.
you feel like you belong, like you're supported,
Mm-hmm.
and that helps so much with stress, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So when you feel grounded, connected to people,
Yeah.
it's easier to find that inner peace, that focus.
It's like having a safe haven, a place to recharge and reconnect.
Exactly. And from that place, it's easier to set goals and actually go after them,
With intention.
with intention. Yeah.
I'm starting to see how all these pieces fit together. It's not just about individual techniques.
Right.
It's about creating this whole environment that supports focus, both inside and outside of you.
And that's what makes this video so powerful, It goes beyond just tips and tricks. It's about a deeper meaning of focus, about finding that inner peace and living a more fulfilling life.
I'll admit, I was a little skeptical at first.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be just another one of those productivity hack videos,
I get it.
but it's so much more than that. It's really made me think about focus in a whole new way.
That's awesome. And you know what? I think that's one of the best things about these deep dives we do.
Yeah?
It's not just about learning information. It's about having this conversation, exploring different ideas,
Right.
challenging ourselves.
And finding insights that we wouldn't have on our own.
Exactly. And, there are so many cool things in this video.
There are, yeah.
I'm kind of curious to dig into some of them even more. What do you think?
Me too. There's one that really caught my attention.
Oh, yeah. Which one?
The whole idea of using music strategically to help you focus.
That's a good one.
I've always loved listening to music while I work,
Oh,
but I never really thought about it like that, you
yeah,
know?
it's fascinating, right?
It is. So what can you tell me about this sonic landscape of focus?
Well, get this. Music can actually change your brainwave patterns.
Wow. Okay, I'm officially intrigued. Tell me more. All right, let's talk music. You were saying it can actually change our brainwaves.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure I understand how that works. I mean, what are brainwaves anyway?
Think of them like rhythms or speeds that your brain operates at.
Okay.
So when you're focused and alert, your brainwaves are usually in this faster beta state.
Beta. Okay.
But when you relax, they slow down to alpha or even theta states.
So it's like my brain has a speedometer,
Exactly.
and different music can change the speed limit.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Music with slower tempos, calming melodies, that kind of thing.
Okay.
It can help shift your brain into those more relaxed states.
The alpha and theta.
Yeah, which are perfect for focusing.
Mm. So maybe instead of reaching for another coffee,
Right.
I should put on some chill beats.
Exactly. But it's not just the tempo, though. The genre matters, too.
Oh, okay.
They talk about classical music in the video, especially Baroque music.
Baroque, like Bach and those guys.
Yeah. It's been shown to actually boost a specific kind of thinking. It's called spatial temporal reasoning.
Okay, what is that?
It's that kind of thinking you need for problem solving and critical thinking.
So listening to Bach won't turn me into a genius, but it could help.
It could give your brain a little boost, yeah.
I like it. What about other kinds of music?
They talk about nature sounds, too.
Oh, yeah. Nature sounds.
Things like ocean waves, rain, bird song.
I love listening to that stuff. It's so calming.
It is, and it actually helps block out other distracting noises.
So it's like creating a peaceful space in your mind.
Exactly, like bringing the outdoors inside.
I like that.
They also talk about ambient music.
Ambient.
It's that kind of music that's often used for meditation. Very subtle,
Okay.
long, drawn-out sounds.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
It creates a sense of space and can really help you focus.
So it's designed to fade into the background but still support your concentration.
Exactly. And the cool thing is,
Yeah.
you can find all this stuff online.
Oh, I'm sure.
Tons of playlists and streaming channels dedicated to focus music, whatever kind you like.
Wow, it's like having a whole sonic toolbox for focus.
I know, right? And the best part is, you get to choose what works for you.
Because what works for one person might not work for another, right?
Absolutely. Some people need quiet, some people need music. It's all about finding your own rhythm.
Exactly. That reminds me of something we've been talking about this whole time.
What's that?
That focus isn't just about willpower or using the right techniques.
Right.
It's also about getting to know yourself, figuring out what works best for you.
That's such a good point. It's like all this stuff we've been talking about,
Yeah.
mindfulness, decluttering, music, it's all great, but you have to make it your own.
Find what fits your style, your personality.
Exactly. There's no one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to focus.
Well, that's a great note to end on, I think.
Yeah, we've covered a lot.
We have. From mindfulness to decluttering,
Music, visualization.
the power of saying no.
It's been quite a journey.
It has. And, the biggest thing I'm taking away from all this is that focus isn't just about productivity.
It's about so much more.
It's about being present, finding clarity, and that inner peace.
That zen amidst the chaos, right?
Exactly. However you define it for yourself.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So to everyone listening, thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, this is just the beginning of your focus journey. Keep exploring and experimenting.
And most importantly, find what works for you.
We'll see you next time.